I thank you for tapping in and sharing your feelings for your yay and yet. For me, I get to set my own boundaries and create my own reality, so I'm going to tap in, okay? By definition, the opinion, a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. A belief or view of a large number or majority of a large number of people about a particular thing, an estimation of the quality or worth of someone or something. For me, I'm aware that we're all infinite beings. It's a multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul full of innate magic, creativity, and abundance that's having this human experience. So, hiya, I'm Kitty J, and we're going to tap that cute little ass with kindness because it's required. With all of that was said, is any of that normal? Oh, yes. With that, we have innate internal intuitive knowing, an innate internal intuitive blueprint and guidance system that has been given to us by the infinite creators that created us all. And yet we've been taught to look external for these knowledges or say things like this. Once I stopped, because it speaks on judgment the first, projecting that I have been taught to judge myself internally in every facet, to pick me apart at every aspect. Because, oh, well, you were acting like this, and my parent, not regulated in themselves by choice, because, well, we get choice. We can keep holding ourselves not accountable and being unkind to our internal realms, projecting it external, or we can do more. And for me, I'm doing more. This is me nourishing me past taught dogmatic conditionings. This is how I shed whom and what I've been taught to be to allow my innateness to shine through. For me, anything that has a majority rules or a statistic or something that is considered normal, I make sure I shed it. While, yes, it's a soup or it's a cereal, a majority of people would say either yes or no. Do you see how I answered? And that is how I answered to the person. I really wish there was a camera right there in that moment, but there was. The Infinite Actual Akashic Records knows exactly what I did. And the thing is, you saw how I held space for them to believe whatever they wanted while I said it's both. Because inherently it is. And that's not an opinion. That's an innate, internal, intuitive fact that I pull from my DNA and guidance system. I was taught to act, feel, and think and be a certain way by an infinite being who was taught and told to act and feel and think and be a certain way. This infinite being happened to be in the first batch of segregated schools. So there's a lot of what I was taught in conditionings that's around cultural conditionings. Looking, being a certain way while harming the internal facets of yourself. And we get to grow from that. But me growing from that is me taking a moment to speak and set my boundaries because I create energetically and internally the reality that I want to see. And for me, we are all lighthouses. The ability to tap in with my darkest aspects and my lightest aspects makes me a balanced being. The opinion of the we need to be love and light because and demonizing every aspect of us, not accepting us, masking is normal, and it comes in so many facets. And I don't agree with this in my existence because 5-year young me deserves kindness. When I showed that strange beautiful quirk that was innate to me, it shouldn't have been pilled out of me or beat out of me or laughed out of me. I shouldn't have been humiliated for just existing because that was what they chose to do. So for me, I'm going to stand up for the infinite beings to believe whatever they want. And you can, because you create your own reality. And this is me creating my own reality. So I want to thank you for existing. But no external infinite being can ever estimate the quality of my worth or any external infinite being from themselves. If you think less of yourself, that's the only reason why you're ever able to project that external. Me, I think very balanced and highly of myself. I consider myself an infinite being. And I also consider you an infinite being. And I hold space for you to create the reality that you choose to with those narratives that you spoke in the comment. And I'm going to keep creating the generation of abundance maker lineage that I'm creating. It's not a majority thing. I'm not following some thing that is deemed a fact that has no knowledge under it. I'm pulling things from my DNA. And I get how they may not sit with other infinite beings, but that has nothing to do with me. Because just because you don't trust your internal facets doesn't mean that I'm going to absorb that you don't want me to trust my internal facets. What I stated isn't an opinion. And I know that's not what you were saying, and yet I'm neurodivergent. I'm an infinite being, and this expression was necessary for me to expand being the whole multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul that I am, full of innate magic and creativity, having this human experience. So, thank you for existing. Enjoy your yay.